Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Brayton. This is BackCountrywithBrayton, and today we're going to be chasing some walleyes at my favorite lake that's called. We're going to go up there. It's about a 45-minute drive, see if we can't get into a couple walleyes. Maybe jig for some crappies too, I don't know yet. We'll see if I have time to. It's a balmy 37 degrees out right now. It's actually really nice compared to what we've had the past week. Hoping that the clear skies and some of this warm weather will make these fish bite. So if you're interested and you want to take an adventure, stay tuned. I am on the lake right now. I drove on, but I don't know how thick the ice is kind of towards the spot I want to go. So we're gonna get out, maybe check and just see, if we can drive all the way over there. If not, we'll figure it out. Let's go catch some giant crappies, and tonight, giant walleyes. All right, so we made it up to the spot. That was a good crack. I checked the ice the whole way out. It's around 14 to 15 inches, which is plenty for the whole Jeep, as it's all just cracking around me. It's been pretty warm today. Just got really windy though for some reason, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna punch a bunch of holes kind of just throughout this basin right here and see if we can't mark any crappies for a little bit. And then once the sun starts to come down a little more, we'll get some tip-ups in for walleyes and see if we can't catch any. So let's get it. Today we have Black Betty Freefall, pretty simple. We got a little clam, gold tungsten, I think it's like a 14 millimeter, and then a little BY bloodworm. That's probably one of my favorite baits for all winter. Clam Pro Wrap on the 28 inch bullwhip. So that's one of my favorite setups for panfish. And just in case these fish are finicky, we got those good old fashioned waxies, baby. Here we go. There we go. Doesn't feel big though. I think a lot of these little ones are racing up at the top of the school. Yep. And they're the ones that are eating it first. And it looks like some of the bigger marks are down low. Change that auto zoom to 12. Here we go. This guy's flying up. That's a better fish. There's a good crappie. A little bit bigger mark that time, and he was staying down. Hey. That's what we're after today, boys. Beautiful fish. We'll get a bigger one. Still marking a couple down there. See if I can get back down to them fast. That one doesn't feel as big. Just a ton of fun though. 25 feet of water. Suspended crappies. They're probably like 5 feet off the bottom. This one, not huge, but we'll take them. Come on up, buddy. I got a feel on these. Little crappie. Little crappie. Let go of it. Come on. These fish are pretty aggressive. I don't have a waxy on anymore, so I'm gonna revamp that line quickly while we still have fish down there. There we go. Feels like an okay one. Nice fish. Good old golden crappie. Little baby bluegills. Alright, so the crappie bite's been good. It's about like 4:20 right now, 4:30-ish. Sunset's at like 5:30, I believe. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna fish for a few more crappies, see if we can't hook any, and then set up for walleyes. Need a big bite. Big bite. See if this guy wants to do it. He doesn't want to. He's afraid. Crazy how they don't eat it, man. Just gonna check the time, and here comes Jerry out of the woodwork, just flying up. He ate it. It's tiny. Absolutely tiny. That's probably why we're not catching them. That's a good walleye snack though, and that's what we're gonna target here. Alright, so crappie fishing went all right. We caught a few. Some crazy little bluegills too. They like to fly up and not eat it. But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna drill a couple holes, see if I can find some good depths to set some walleye tip-ups in. And by the time I do that, I think it'll be prime time fishing for walleyes, but if not, we can just set 2 and then jig a little more for crappies. Alright, so when you're setting a tip up, it's pretty simple. You're gonna take your tip up, pop the flag out, push this guy down, and for walleyes, I usually like to be 12 to 18 inches off the bottom. I'm gonna hook this depth weight on, 17 feet deep here. Once it gets to the bottom, I'm gonna get some tension on my spool. Once you have tension, easiest way to do that, to set the 12 to 18 inches, pinch it off, just reel it up to that mark, like so. Set the tip up aside, and just pull all that line back up. Try not to get it all tangled. You're gonna grab your minnow. Tonight I'm using shiners, but usually I use sucker minnows. They didn't have any though. Hook your sucker or your shiner minnow right through the back of the dorsal fin. Drop it down and just feed your line back down. A lot of guys will use tip-up markers. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of them just because they always move on me. Maybe I just haven't found a good one, but I've tried a lot of stuff. One thing I want to show you guys is actually something I use when I walleye fish. This is called a blue tip right here. What's up? And what you do, it's pretty simple. It connects to your phone. You can change the LED color. You just hit this power button one time. And then what you want to do, it's going to go right here. And that light will flash at night. Turn that so you guys can see it. And then set this down. And when that puppy pops, she'll light up and go off on your phone. Line's kinked hard. See what happens, boys. Got him. Feels like a decent fish. Yeah, baby. And that's what we're after, folks. What a fish. Just a beautiful fish, man. How cool is that? Sun setting and everything. Have fun, buddy. Bye. Alright, so I caught that one walleye. Check out the sunset behind me. It's just beautiful. Hopefully we get a couple more, but it's been a good day so far. Got 3 tip-ups in. One's ranging from like 11 feet, 17 feet, and then I think one's in like 8 feet. But when you set the tip up, you just want that sucker minnow or shiner, what I'm using right now, to be about 6 to 12 inches off the bottom, 12 to 18. Really whatever you think. Kind of just test whatever works for you. And then you want to pin that sinker just a little bit lower so that minnow doesn't have a ton of room to swim. I'll show you a demonstration maybe in a later video, but I don't know, comment down below what you think. If you like shiners or suckers more for walleye, but typically I have better luck with just sucker minnows. Alright, we got another flag. Wow. Let me take that off for a second. Looking like a thumb. So the sun's pretty much down. We've had a couple flags. I think we've had 4 flags, 1 walleye, but that's typically how it goes. We're gonna sit here for another, I don't know, hour or 2 and see what happens, so stay tuned. And we got the juice. the one and only Valentine's Reese's peanut butter cup. This is gonna be great. We also have soft baked oatmeal squares. If you haven't had these, you're gonna want to try some. And this biscuit peanut butter bar. That's gonna be dinner tonight, so hopefully we catch some walleyes, or more walleyes I should say. All right, that's a wrap for tonight. I think we had like 6 or 7 flags. You know, walleye fishing is tough sometimes. You go from catching fish to missing the next 6, so I guess that's just how fishing goes. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and don't forget to lean into it.